It is now time for Ask Dr. Du. And guess who's here in the studio with me? Dr. Du. Good morning.
Good morning, Catherine. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I can't believe we're like almost at the end of June already, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we're, of course, very happy to have you here.
Thank you.
We're excited to learn about whatever you have for us today. So what's our topic?
Okay. During the day, when is the time when you feel like you're gonna fly after doing something?
Yes? Fly?
So if you have a really good bowel movement.
Is that what we're talking about today?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, bowel movements.
Yes.
Okay, so some people might be wondering what bowel movements are. So in Korean, what's like the nicest way to describe bowel movements?
Okay. Technically, politely. 배변 활동. And also, specifically, I'm going to focus on butt care.
Oh, like butt? Like
Yes, butt. Yes, I coined that term. Like
butt care.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I covered the skinification.
Yes.
But this time, I coined the term buttification.
Buttification.
Or bum care.
Love it. Butt care. Okay, in short. So, well, let's get into it. I'm like a little nervous, but okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Some people use toilet paper, but some people tend to use wet wipes.
I know a lot of people who do that. They kind of feel like it's, in their words, like cleaner, 깔끔하다. Like that's kind of the sense that people get.
Yeah, that's right. But some people use it very obsessively. So I want to point out what's bad and what's good and how to use them properly.
Okay. This is great because I'm sure many people, our listeners, our audience, they probably have had this conversation at least once with their family members. Like, oh, why do you use this? Or like, oh no, this is better. There's always like a debate going on, right?
Yeah, that's right. And also personally, I've been through several butt surgery, hemorrhoidectomy 3 times in my life. Yes. You know what? In Korea, when you reach 50, about 90% of those who have reached 50, 90% of them have had butt surgery, hemorrhoidectomy.
So hemorrhoids in Korean, it's 치질.
That's right. So during the day, my butt was really itchy and was a little painful. So after seeing my patients and during lunchtime, I went to the operating theater and with a local anesthetic agent injected on my bottom. And then I had my surgeon, my friend, took
and I was
it
going to
out.
say, it wasn't self-surgery, right? Somebody was performing the surgery on you.
That's right.
Yes.
I had my friend perform surgery on my bottom. And then during lunchtime, I went back to my office and I saw patients right after that.
Were you able to sit right away?
Because mine was kind of a external hemorrhoids. So there are 2 types of. We're going to go over that someday.
Okay, someday. Yes, we must.
Yes. But this time I'm going to focus on our buttification.
Okay.
Okay. Both toilet paper and wet wipes can work. It's like choosing between a gentler towel and a fancy, damp cloth.
Okay.
So toilet paper is simple and does the job for most folks. But wet wipes feel really extra clean because they're moist and can better wipe away leftover poops.
Yes.
So wet wipes are awesome. But be careful because rubbing too hard can hurt the soft skin around your bottom and causing itchiness and even little cuts. So toilet paper is gentler if you are soft with it, but it might not clean as well for messy poops and messy poops.
Messy and massive. That might, require extra cleansing, let's say, right?
Okay, listeners, if you're having breakfast,
We apologize. Okay, we should have had a disclaimer. Put your chopsticks, spoons, forks down right now.
That's right.
But this is so important because we're talking about healthcare. So yes, we're talking about it in a happy way because we don't want to be all serious, but at the same time, this can be serious for some people. And especially, I'm sure many people have experienced this whole idea of being clean. Like you want to be like super clean, right? Down there. So the little cuts though, I'm sure somebody, if you've had like spicy foods and you're over like wiping and stuff like that. So that might lead to pain, right?
That's
Those little
right.
cuts.
And also the method of cleaning your butt is really important.
Okay.
Some people are really obsessed about cleaning their butts.
Yes.
But sometimes it's really bad.
Ah.
First, you need to know the anatomy and physiology of the bottom parts.
Okay.
In Korean, 항문 care, anal care.
Okay.
The bottom parts. It's specific parts because the outer surface or outer gate of our bottom parts.
Yes.
There's a lining system, which secretes some kind of a goo, like which is called glands. Our bottom part is equipped with lots of glands. They make a bit of a goo to help poop slide out really smoothly.
But it's essential, is it not? It's there for a purpose.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
purpose.
Yes.
But if you use bidet too much, or lots of times a day, are trying to wipe inside, like you're obsessed with the cleanness.
Yes,
then
yes.
you wash it away all the protection barriers and hurt the skin. In that case, your bottom barrier might be breached,
I
and it
see.
can cause tears and even you might end up having fissure. We call it 치열, crack at the bottom of your anus.
Sure.
So strong water pressure and wiping inside too hard can bug the muscles down there.
That's so interesting because, I have a family member, I won't mention who, to protect his or her identity, but they're obsessed with the bidet. And so they insist, even in public, they don't like going number 2. They don't like defecating unless there's a bidet. And they only use the bidet at home because they're, kind of I wouldn't say paranoid, but they're worried about germs from a public bidet. Like we have a bidet here in our restrooms here, the public restrooms, and so I've always wondered is it too much? 너무 그쪽으로 신경 쓰지 않나 저는 그렇게 생각하거든요.
Oh, you hit the nail on the spot
Okay.
because scientists have shown that the germs on public bidet, your cell phone
Yes.
has more germs than the public bidet. So think of it this way.
Yes.
So if you change your thoughts, you can change your feeling and it can change your behavior. That's
Okay.
part of the CBT. We covered that maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. CBT,
Yes. Okay.
So today I'm gonna give you some myth that needs to be debunked. Okay.
Okay, so let's debunk the myths out there.
Okay. Wet wipes are bad because they are full of chemicals, so it's a problem. Is it true or not?
I don't know, but you do feel generally speaking, even when you're using wet wipes on your hands, you go to a restaurant, if you don't have access to warm water or soap, you think you're getting clean because you're wiping your hands or any surface. I don't know. Is it true, false?
Actually, a lot of wet wipes don't have any harmful chemicals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not a problem with the wet tissue, but it's the way you use them.
If you're overly using them
That's
or being
right.
rough. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not what you use. It's the way you use it.
Okay, how you use it. Okay, I get it. Okay, what else?
How we use it is simple. First, you gotta be gentle with your butt.
Yes.
Same as skinification. And wipe softly. Wipe your bottom really softly. Don't rub it too hard.
Sure.
It's like patting your face after washing or not scrubbing. Oh, speaking of scrubbing, do you
Yes.
scrub at a public bathroom or
You mean
when you take a shower, like rubbing 때밀이?
I only do it at home.
Okay.
And I try not to over exfoliate. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard back in the day, they're the more you exfoliate, I guess the more dead skin cells you might be. I don't know if it's true, but so I gently exfoliate, but I try not to do the deep scrubbing, and plus it's kind of painful.
Yeah, deep scrubbing is really bad.
Oh, it's bad.
It's really bad. So exfoliation means 이 피부를 이제 깎아내서
네.
피부가 떨어지는 거죠. Exfoliation.
Right.
And I haven't done any kind of a scrubbing since when I was 20.
Really?
Yeah, because I had a really severe eczema. So my senior, my senior who is a dermatologist said,
Yes.
don't scrub too much, or if it's possible, don't use any soaps around your skin. So
Really?
since then, I haven't used any soaps.
At all?
at all.
Like on your body? Like no body wash?
No body wash, except some kind of hairy parts.
Okay.
Okay.
Like meaning your hair.
Yes. So the same goes with this kind of a buck hair. So don't scrub too much.
Okay.
So gentle.
Gentle.
It's not what you use, it's how gently you use it. And then after that, wash with water. After wiping, use bidet or just a handheld shower with warm water for about 10 to 20 seconds. And also after that, dry them really well. You don't want to go around with your butt parts wet.
Oh, that's so uncomfortable.
That's so
Ooh,
uncomfortable.
yes.
Especially dry, sticky summer season is coming up. You might sweat a lot, and then your bottom gets wet, and then you might feel really itchy and very uncomfortable.
Sure.
Yeah. And so also, if your itchiness and symptoms or soreness, it bothers you for maybe a little while, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, in that case, it's time for you to seek medical help.
And the whole thing about the bidet thing, because I know some people they live by their bidet. Some people don't have access to a bidet. So what are your thoughts on bidets? I mean, because you already mentioned that you could use it in a gentle way, right? But any other thoughts?
Yeah, some people are really obsessed with this.
Yes.
So bidet is strong kind of a water pressure, and then with really hot water. But our body needs some kind of a lukewarm, very not too cold. Yeah, not too cold, not too hot,
and gentle.
Gentle, and then not more than maybe you might not want to be sitting on a bidet and for maybe 1 or 2 hours.
I certainly hope not. No.
So less than 30 seconds. And then wipe the wet wipes and then dry them completely.
Yes.
That's really better. And also, like I said, there's a lining system around our anus.
Yes.
And that secretes some kind of a lubricants that helps
the glands.
Glands. That helps our kind of the brown cookie slides down really slowly.
Yes.
So that's why. And then you got to be gentle.
Yes.
And also, in order to have a good bowel movement and taking care of our butts, it needs to be holistic approach like the skinification. What matters is what you eat.
That's so true, though.
Yes, like lots of veggies and healthy foods containing lots of fibers.
Fiber. I hear fiber, especially for men and women, but women are constipated quite a bit, not hydrating enough, not getting enough fiber, and, lots of people dieting, especially around summertime, right?
Yeah. In
so
that case,
I
have some kind of specific special recipe for those who are suffering constipation.
Ooh.
Yeah. Fruit skins.
Fruit skins?
Yes. Apple skin. Pear skin.
Pear skin?
Yeah, 배 껍질 엄청 좋아요.
Oh, for constipation.
Yeah, and also it contains all kinds of antioxidants.
So it's true, I've heard before from other medical experts saying it's actually the fruit of the skin, the skin of the fruit is usually the peel is really good for you.
Yeah,
right.
And also wait for it, kiwi skin.
How do we eat kiwi? Because usually it's so prickly and rough, no?
Yeah, you have you have to set aside some kind of specific scrubbing,
right?
수세미 같은 거, and just cater to cleaning your fruits, and then scrub gently, and then the kind of a furry parts might be peeled, and then eat with peels.
Yes.
So those are my takeaway message.
Oh, wow. This was so informative, and I'm sure people who were listening, they got something out of it, at least one thing they can add into their lives. So thank you so much for coming in and tackling such an interesting and necessary topic. So thank you.
Okay, my catchphrase.
Yes.
Eat well, sleep well, and poop well.
Yes. No, the pooping part, it's very important. I agree with you. Well, take care, Dr. Du, and we'll check in with you next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you.